give you any idea at all?
Nothing. Just said grab your socks, and head over to the barn immediately.
Why socks?
I don't know, it's Zeke. When he gets excited about anything, he just uses random words out of place. You've known him longer than me, Mr. Kelly. The hell took you two so long? Didn't I say damn quick? Jeez, Mr. Station Manager. Sorry we had all that blizzard to wade through. No, I'm sorry, Lawman. I'm really sorry. Just, damn it.
Zeke, what happened? What's the matter?
Man. Okay, it's like, okay, you are freaking me out here, buddy. Just sit down, man. Let's talk this through. Yeah, all right. Okay. Y'all remember last month, before you headed out to Emory Station, we had a meeting out here. Patrick had been updating the wiring and was sleeping in the back room for a few days, remember?
Yeah, hard to forget that smell. It made me kind of lightheaded.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, remember when we said we had the other room that could be cleared out to make a second room where the kitchen area for the old pole would be? Well, I figured since things were going fairly smoothly recently, I'd head over there and start clearing some out. I started moving old crates and boxes when I found one that looked like them soft insulated cooler bags. All right, go on. Well, the flap was open, and I looked in and to make sure it was empty, and yeah, it wasn't empty.
What was inside of it?
I took a photo here before I walked the whole thing outside and buried it for safety. I put a marker flag over it in the ice so we can find it again.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Tom, you're damn right, oh. You look here, Lawman. Uh-oh. Is this, yep. That's a biological hazard warning sticker on the inside. That vial within, notice how the contents leaked all over and stained the inside of that case. Also, look at the label. Beauregard Loan Viral Research Department, BSL-3, Coxella Bernetti, June 1st, 1993. Well, I think it's safe to say Coxella Bernetti isn't a researcher's name. This bag was in the room behind where we have the bedroom set up. Yeah. Damn, man, I'm so sorry. We were just excited to set this place up for you that it just never occurred to us that we should first check the rest of the joint out. It's stupid. I can't believe I did that. Zeke, come on, buddy. This isn't your fault. It isn't anyone's fault, other than the moron from 1993 who didn't secure samples properly. Okay, guys, let's take a few breaths here and logic this out.
Holy moly! Is it even safe to breathe in here anymore?
Thomas, I don't think it's necessary for you to breathe through your hand like that and cover your mouth. But guys, seriously, okay. The picture says a sample was out here in 93. What is that, like 30 years ago? The vial is broken. The bottom of the cooler or bag or whatever this is stained. Frozen liquids don't tend to stain, so any exposure occurred long before the station was shut down in the early, 2000s? It's been exposed to the air all that time. It's constant below freezing temps. We may not have anything to worry about here.
I don't know, Deputy Marshal. I think we might need
We will, Mr. Kelly, we will. First, let's take this photo and show it to Dr. Timms. If she doesn't know what coax, whatever it is, she can look it up and tell us if there's any reason to worry, and if there is, how much worry. Yeah, I think I'm with Tommy on this here, Bass. I need to think like the station manager on this one, because I've got all these people I'm looking over to take care of. I get that, buddy. I swear I do. Let's look at the facts first, though, okay? That bag with the vial has been sitting here at least since 98, maybe all the way back as 93. Even if it's airborne and we've been infected, which I'm not saying we are, then we've been exposed to it for over 3 months now since we first started using the barn. We've been back and forth from the main station to here, from the main station to the external science buildings. If there is contamination potential, it may have already spread station-wide. Are you trying to help this situation, lawman, or trying to give me higher blood pressure? Look, my point is, if it got out, isolation of the 9 people who've been in the barn wouldn't matter. We're all stuck here in Munson Scott until October and the summer season anyway. De facto quarantined. Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's just go talk to Dr. Timms.
Not to alarm you, Deputy Marshal, but hasn't Dr. Jennings been under the weather several times recently?
Yeah, you're correct, Mr. Kelly. She has been, but again, we don't know what the symptoms we're supposed to be on the lookout for, so let's get more information, understand what this is and what we should do, what to look out for, how to deal with it. And then we'll be in a better place. Dr. Timms?
Go ahead, Marshal. Just finishing up me eggs and potatoes.
Doctor, Zeke and I need to chat with you privately. We're in one of the exterior buildings, but we're heading back. 15 minutes.
There's a bit of worry in your voice there, Marshal. All right, lads. We'll have a chat in my office once you're back. I'll see you then, yeah?
Recording stopped.
Sweet suffering Jesus. What, in the name of all that's holy, made you think that was a grand idea?
Doctor, it's not like he knew that it was...
I don't remember asking you a single thing, Marshal. You'll get your turn, I promise. Now, out with it, Ezekiel. You see a vial with BSL-3, biosafety level 3 on it, and you stick your nose in the case?
I didn't know it was going to be inside.
Oh, the scary-looking forked tongues making a circle on the yellow background didn't give you a clue, you twit.
Okay, now to be fair, the one on the outside of the bag was facing away from me. It wasn't until I opened the top that I saw the one inside. Besides, who puts contaminants inside of a food storage area?
Suppose I shouldn't even be asking you boys what you were doing inside that old pole anyway. Something to do with where Frederick sneaks off to every so often? Sneaking some booze, are we?
It's complicated, Doctor.
Fine. Keep your secrets if you must. In any case, I've heard of this disease of yours before. It's also known as Q fever. It's zoological-based and can be passed to humans through dried animal fluids, birth products, urine, feces, or milk, which becomes aerosolized and inhaled.
That's how we think we got it, Doc. By inhaling the air in the room next to where the open container was.
But, if I remember correctly, human-to-human transmission is almost... Yes, as I thought. Human-to-human transmission is exceedingly rare, and when it does occur, it's through blood transfusion, sexual contact, close intimate exchanges, that sort of thing.
So then, if we do have it...
The chances you brought it back are as close to zero as they can get. Only exception would be if you're having relations with anybody on station.
Like Kendra and I, or Mr. Ferguson and...
Oh, you boys.
So then, what I'm hearing is that we have less to worry about than we thought when we first walked in.
It's not all smooth sailing, lads. I'm gonna want to run a full panel of blood tests on each of you.
Oh, man. I hate needles.
Oh, would you cop on, Ezekiel? I'll be sticking a tiny needle in your arm, not hacking it off with a butter knife. Okay, so the 9 people you listed off that are part of your little Hallions group, anybody have unusual symptoms? Symptoms like fatigue, nausea, vomiting, dizziness or lightheadedness, blood pressure issues or muscle aches, joint pain. The look you two are passing each other tells me that's an I. So, who will we be starting with?
Kendra has every symptom you just described. Need you level with me, Dr. Timms. Is this thing curable?
It is. If any of you turn out to have it, the test should say if it's acute or evolved to chronic. If it's mild or moderate, I'll have you on an antibiotic like doxycycline for a couple weeks and you'll be right as rain. If it's taken hold and progressed, it's still treatable, but with some concerns to the heart valves or liver. Let's just see what the tests come back with before we start prescribing treatment, Marshal. I'm assuming since you didn't want me to talk about this in the open, you also want me to be discreet with blood tests?
Yeah, it's probably for the best. Yeah, Doc.
Why am I not surprised? All right, we'll start with Kendra then. One of you two buffoons can explain to her why she needs to come in, and I'll start blood draws, serology processing, CBC and liver function tests, and throw in the PCR testing since you're ruining my day. Because it's just me doing the draws and testing, this will take about a day for each person tested.
I understand. Thank you, Dr. very much.
We'll do everything we can, Marshal. Don't go worrying too much now.
Working even better than any of our previous forecast models were predicting. I know, Dr. Waynewright, that the loss of time from having to ensure the station didn't break up going through the bulk wasn't planned. However, to call Event 4 a failure would be a massive disservice.
I must admit, leery as I may have been at first, this latest data is turning out to be a wonderful surprise. You say this is the third verified signal recorded?
The third. At this point, I am more than confident in saying, unless there are unforeseen external environmental factors introduced, the ability to fully track the station is more than confirmed.
Oh, indeed you do. With this new information, tracking the unique gravimetric resonance frequency from the beacon signature against the local bane background, we can monitor it as it moves within the null space and its bane, not the Batman villain, superimposing the intersection points and time with our reality. This is just wonderful news, stupendous, in fact.
So when she reappears in a year, we can have a strike force armed and ready to secure the station. Was a bit surprised to see that recommendation to Beauregard Lowing and the Defense Intelligence Agency coming from you, Wainwright.
Do you honestly believe it's going to be necessary to take such drastic and direct steps? I mean, Emery is there.
Oh, don't go getting all soft on us now, love. Remember that Marlowe and its mates have now bullocks things up not once but twice on that station, interfering in classified government operations and jeopardizing national security.
Don't forget saving your life. Most likely the rest of ours as well from stopping you during your psychotic episode.
His uninvited and constant presence, no doubt amplifying the effects of the background, I'm sure. Had he not buggered his way onto station without an invite, my reaction most likely would have only been mild irritation and not as pronounced.
Oh, tale as old as time. Snuck up from behind and sedated by a man with a ventriloquist dolly. I mean, we've all been there, right? Right? Actually, the best blind date I ever had.
Be that as it may, I must agree with Dr. Lorenz. Let's not be too hasty with Mr. Waters. His familiarity with the station and the artificial intelligence may be a valuable commodity.
He'll never betray the station or Kylie and willingly share data with us.
Oh, I think the situation isn't as complicated as you believe, Doctor. I was waiting until we could all be present and gathered together to share this little tidbit. I implanted the malware virus while on station.
You did what?
Well, don't everybody rush to thank me all at once.
You mean it was deployed after all?
I was to be consulted before that plan was implemented.
And if it had been me who initiated the plan, I would have. Nobody could have predicted what was going to happen. Dellum made a split-second call. But how did you get past the AI trollop?
When Beacon 3 went down and had to be wiped and the software reinitialized, I was the only one left in the room. Dr. Dauber had left previously, and Jocelyn stormed off to find the intruder, leaving behind her bag with the virus on the cell phone. I had been given the basic access rights to upload the Beacon and tie its systems in with the other three. When I was given that access, I uploaded it, and it was successful.
Oh, yeah, it's successful. Wait, what are we talking about now?
I still think this is an overly aggressive direction.
I'm sorry. I thought the goal of this entire project was not simply locate and secure the station, but to make sure that we have the security of the country. Removing the firewall that AI represents and is in our way is a problem. I just introduced the solution to that problem, and you all want to criticize me. That doesn't make any sense.
I, for one, think you did a bang-up job. Stepped up when I was incapacitated.
Nevertheless, what has been done is done. I need to notify Beauregard Lowing once we're concluded here. We'll need to ensure plans going forward to take this factor into consideration.
Your plans to storm the battlements and secure the castle with the strike team you proposed? Nothing like securing the station for 5 days with a team of grunts with twitchy trigger fingers and brutish demeanors. No offense, Agent.
Oh, I don't just plan to secure the castle for 5 days, Doctor. My proposal is to continue and coordinate Project Atlas in conjunction with the team here at Munson Scott from within the Canadian station. Myself and 2 teams of specialists will be attending Event 5, where we will take up permanent residence until the station can be stabilized.
Wait, what?
Oh, I love a good plot twist. Almost as much as I love a cinnamon twist. You know what I mean? Cinnamon, a little sugar.
Recording started.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for showing up quickly. And I assure you all wouldn't be here right now if this wasn't important.
Like, why are we inside the computer aquarium and not the barn?
Wow. Look at all electronic doohickeys. These are things that helped us get to the moon in 69.
69. Nice one, blue guy. Know what I'm saying?
Come on now, y'all. This here is serious. I need y'all to listen up. Now, look. First off, I need to say how sorry I am. There's no easy way to say this.
Zeke was cleaning up inside the rooms behind the barn and found a viral infectious agent from 1993. What? My mom always said, don't sugarcoat issues. Just spill the news and you don't have to pay for cavities later.
Thanks, Tommy. Oh, my. Wait. Are you guys being serious right now?
Oh, okay. What kind of infection are we talking about? Is it like the gout? Does the station have the right medicine?
It's not the gout, Mr. Ferguson. Look, everyone, please. We'll tell you everything we know and what the next steps should be.
Is this why I've been so sick?
We think so. Maybe. Look, this is what we know. Earlier today, Zeke was cleaning up the storage room behind where the bed space in the barn sits. He was going to make it ready for another possible usable berth. Anyway, there was a collapsible foam insulated cooler, and inside that cooler was a lab vial from 1993. It had been damaged and leaked contents out into the bag. That bag was sitting there in that room since the 90s, and the old pole was shut down until today when I found it. I took it, walked it out about 200 feet, and buried that container in the ice, marked it, and called Tommy and the lawman. We immediately went to Dr. Timms with pictures of the vial so we could figure out what it was. And according to her, it's called Q fever. A virus that will make us omnipotent, like Q from Star Trek? No.
Oh, whoa. If this gal can take out little Fred, we gotta do something like now, guy.
What? No. He said omnipotent.
No. Ain't nothing nipping my tip, bro. Gal does that to you, you know.
Will you all shut the fuck up and let him talk?
Hey, Doc. It's gonna be okay.
How can you possibly know that?
Look, everyone, I know I'm the newest kid in the club here, but maybe we should let the fellas get out the whole story, huh? Tell us everything about what Catherine told them, and then we can ask questions once we have that full story. Would that be okay?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. Go ahead, Bass. You were saying Q fever? Right. Thanks, Sid. So based on the scientific name of the vial, she said it was also known as Q fever, that it comes from farm animals, livestock, and affects humans from the excrement that dries and it spreads through the air. It's not fatal, extremely easy to cure if we have it with the medicine she has on station. And it's only serious if the exposure was extreme or goes untreated for too long.
So, like, even if we have it, we take 2 Advil and then just get on with our bad selves?
What are the symptoms of the virus? It was muscle and joint pain, general low energy, lightheaded, feeling sick and vomiting. They're the ones I remember. She wants us all to come in for blood testing. Even though this virus can't really be spread person to person, we want to avoid a station panic. So we're going to go in one at a time, and Dr. Timms will run a series of tests on each of us. We'll start with anybody who's exhibiting any of the symptoms I listed, or if you have any other concerns like low immune system.
Well, I know I've had all of those and then some since we've been using the barn.
So sorry about that, Kendra. I should have searched things more fully before I started using it. I can't fix what's already happened, but I sure as hell make sure there ain't nothing else nasty in there. I hope you can forgive me.
It's not your fault, Zeke. You had no way of knowing. Nobody would suspect a highly dangerous virus would be left in the open in a highly public place in 1993. You did nothing that needs forgiving.
Anybody else have symptoms?
I'm fine as a fiddle, G, man. I don't have the same guts and gizzards I had before becoming a puppet. Pretty sure I'm aces.
But, like, what about the big guy? Hey, German Mountain. Hi. Y'all chillin'?
The pluke is all good, hophead. never gets sick or takes on the chin. All the same, I'll have the moose here check in with the Patty Croker and get the old hi, howdy, ho. Oh, maybe have a take a look at the old war room downstairs while I'm at it, huh?
Oh, now, I ain't never fought no puppet before, but you trying that furry stuff on my girl, gorilla or no gorilla behind you, we're gonna have words. You know what I'm saying?
Am I the only one curious why Munson Scott was storing dangerous biological vial agents back in the 90s? The only one alarmed at the carelessness and disregard of how samples were handled?
It's top of my mind, Sydney, trust me.
If we're going to keep using the barn, we'll need to do a complete search of the other rooms to ensure no more little surprises.
We don't have biohazard suits or TIVAC gear. The closest thing we would have is fire gear and respirators.
That will have to do then. Let's figure out the order of blood testing. Tell Dr. Timms and then Mr. Ferguson I can gear up and do a full search of the rest of the barn building.
I tell you right now, boyo, I better not get no gout, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to go walk Kendra over to the clinic and get her started with blood work. For the blood testing order, just put me last. Last one I have to meet, got it?
Honey, I appreciate the offer, but I wanted to go by myself. I'm okay. Sort of.
You sure?
I'm sure.
All right. I'll come see you later tonight, after Mr. Ferguson and I are done with the barn.
Recording stopped.
Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. It's, 1340 hours. Supervisory Deputy U.S. Marshal Bass Marlowe. During routine activities here on station, a discarded vial of what later turned out to be a contagious viral agent was discovered. The vial label and site decommission date indicate contamination began 15-20 years ago. Despite extreme environmental conditions which may mitigate exposure, we are treating the sample seriously. With research, our doctors found that while dangerous, it's not easily passed human to human, and thankfully there is a cure. The 9 of us who are potentially exposed are submitting for blood testing, starting with Kendra, who has shown symptoms known to be caused by the virus. We're keeping this potential exposure contained within just our group and Dr. Timms, avoiding a potential scare of the rest of the station. Because of this, Dr. Timms will be conducting all the blood pathology herself, which will take approximately 12 hours per person for the test to fully have results. She can run some tests in parallel, however, this will take about a week to fully test everybody. I'm worried about Kendra. I mean, not just about the potential exposure, but between this, the stress of her new position, late nights preparing for the Senate confirmation hearing, she looks worn out, tired. And this health scare is the last thing she needed. Any of us needed, really. Next item. My nomination has been formally forwarded to the Senate for a full vote, scheduled for a few weeks from now. That is the last hurdle before being fully sworn in as a U.S. Marshal. Not getting my hopes up. A few weeks here is like a few years anyplace else, and a lot can happen. As expected, the President's Chief of Staff and his office have distanced themselves, not out of concern for appearances, but because they fail to discredit me and know I see the railroading for what it is. If I thought I was getting media interest from the DreamWax drug interdiction, now it's 10 times the requests. Zeke suggested I actually take up a few media requests for interviews, and... Right. Like, that's what I need. More people trying to pick apart my words, twist them into something else entirely. I told Zeke I'd like to think about it, but honestly, what's the upside? I give an interview and suddenly I'm either the poster boy for justice or the villain in some political hit piece. No, thank you. I got enough on my plate. I'm getting a few emails in from Senate staffers on how events will unfold if I am fully approved. Obviously, I won't be able to travel to Washington to formally be sworn in. I can't get my badge and credentials except through the mail, and even then, only once the summer season arrives. Plus, I'll need to start selecting some staff that I can assign to... Supervisory Deputy Marshal Bass Marlowe speaking.
Marshal Marlowe? Or have I leapt too far ahead of the promotion schedule?
Deputy Marshal would be preferred. I'm sorry, may I ask who this is?
I'm I'm responding to that charming little breadcrumb you left in the Poughkeepsie Journal. To be candid, I wasn't entirely convinced it was you until I heard your voice. Very distinctive. Marshal Godwin, God rest him, assured me you'd come knocking if his tenure ended prematurely, shall we say.
Mr. Gable.
Just Gable will do. Titles are such cumbersome little things, don't you think? Oh, and congratulations are in order. That performance at a judiciary hearing, are you pirouette around Hawks and his collection of misfits, positively balletic.
I didn't think that you'd be calling it. I have so many questions.
We'll need to be brief. Think of this as a reconnaissance of sorts. I need to know just how porous our line really is down there on the ice. So why don't we dispense with the niceties and you ask me the one question that is keeping you awake at night?
Who killed Charlie and Janet Goodwin?
The whispers I still hear drifting around Langley and the Pentagon, they first suspected our dear Jocelyn Fowler at DIA, an obvious guess, which is precisely why I dismissed it. Jocelyn, bless her, that pretty little thing, isn't built for this sort of intimacy, shall we say. No, the fingerprints were far more subtle. I traced to the Ministry of State Security Beijing's long arm, and their handiwork was unmistakable. The same elegant little signatures they left behind in Taiwan, Australia, approved incidentally by Chang Wanjing himself, who was promptly rewarded with a promotion by President Xi. Charming, isn't it? Murder as career advancement.
So it was the Chinese government that killed him and Janet?
Yes.
If intelligence knows this, then what are they doing about it?
Officially, the American response has been studied silence. Unofficially, President Campbell has found it terribly useful for burnishing his isolationist credentials. Meanwhile, shadow players have been feasting on the fallout. Take the unfortunate Vice President of Beauregard alone, suddenly revealed as a traitor by evidence so conveniently discovered as might as well been gift wrapped.
Let me guess. By DARPA.
Oh, Deputy, you do impress me. Yes, DARPA, indeed. Avery Maddox, number 2 in the building, but number 1 in ambition. I'd wager my last glass of Chateau Margaux he arranged that little framing exercise. Speaking of which... Monsieur.
Oui, monsieur. Comment puis-je vous aider?
Piece de veau, s'il vous plaît.
Immédiatement.
Merci.
Madeline Dantes, Dr. Waynewright's predecessor and Director of Research and Development Military Technologies, now Chief of Operations inside of Bolo.
Which tells me Goodwin did pass along the materials I entrusted to him. Wonderful. Saves me the tedium of reciting a year's worth of unpleasant revelations.
What is it you're after, Gable? Why give all that information to Chuck? Why reach out to me after I sent that information to Poughkeepsie Journal? What's your goal in all of this?
What do I want? My dear man, I'm astonished you even have to ask. I want the edifice to crumble. The Bolo Empire, DARPA's more unsavory cabals, and the corrupt factions in Washington who treat the Constitution like a cocktail napkin. It's why I carry the charming distinction of shoot on-sight order. Too many secrets, too many truths, and they fear what I'll do with them. And they're right to.
Section 3093 is a shoot-on-sight order.
Deputy, you continue to exceed my expectations. Section 3093 indeed, yes. But alas, I must cut this short, our little delightful rendezvous here. I need to see whether anyone else is eavesdropping on this intimate tete-a-tete before I risk another.
That's a bit presumptive. How can you be sure I'll reach out again?
Oh, you'll call again. You need Tesla's journal desperately. Without it, the likes of Dantes and Maddox will have free reign. And as fate would have it, I know it's still down there, somewhere in that frozen expanse of Antarctica.
So I should use the same method next time to contact you?
No. Next time use legal notice using the words Lyon County School District. Lyon with a Y, mind you. Set the question deadline to April 1st, provide the number of the marshal's desk in New York, and That'll be enough for me. One last thing.
Go ahead.
Since your triumphant judiciary hearing your name has become something of a shiny bauble within the intelligence community, twice as bright, but twice as tempting. You do know the phrase, head on a swivel.
Religiously.
Wonderful. Make it your daily prayer. Until next time, Deputy.
I don't have enough on my plate already.
I'm telling you, my boys have been more itchy than normal since this afternoon when you said we was exposed. You know, boss, what if this Q crap makes me, like, important or whatnot?
That's impotent. Itchy testicles and impotence wasn't even symptoms of the virus. You're fine, Mr. Ferguson. It's all in your head. Let's just keep focused here, okay? We're almost done.
Ah, man. I got the gout, man. I can feel it. I know it. What if little Freddy can't salute no more? You know what I'm saying?
You'll be fine. When do you go in for testing?
Catherine has me in the day after tomorrow, after Christy.
Good. I don't have to hear about you misrepresenting what gout is anymore after that. Is that box clear?
Yeah, it's nothing but nerd stuff. Paperback garbage, scribbles. I mean, what the hell is even algebra?
Documents, files, looks like some lab tools, various items, nothing hazardous. What's always bothered me is that the old pole structure was said to have been fully dismantled and taken off the station, right as the new station was being opened.
Hey, don't look at me, boss. I only been down here a year longer than you. I mean, yeah, a small handful of us knew she was still out here, but until your little secret club was formed, nobody gave two shits about this place. It's always been off limits, just like my pool after Labor Day.
Last box. Okay, we have packaging materials.
Bluetooth device disconnected.
Looks like whatever the bag was that Zeke found was the only vial of nasty stuff.
Yeah. Even so, unless you all find out the world is ending, maybe a while before I want to come on back out here. You know, I don't need no sores or the gout on little Freddy.
Mr. Ferguson, your grasp of the here and now is perplexing to say the least. Hey, check that out.
What? We suiting back up? Man, I just took this freaking thing off, man.
No, not that. Nothing bad. Look at the artwork on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a framed chart, or no, it's a map. No, it's two maps side by side. The left is obviously a Munson Scott region. There's us in the new station, the arches. Here's where the dome was and where we are now. The dark sector, clear sector, goes out beyond Spresso, 8 kilometers and even further. They jotted down land features, existing crevasses, points of interest.
Oh, shit. Look, geology. What a thrill. Boss, can we go now, or do I gotta pretend I'm in the freaking map club still?
The other side, well, it's absolutely McMurdo. Well, Mudtown back over 10 years ago. But it has the same general area around all Whoa.
I wish you'd stop getting surprised over there, boss. You're making me antsy.
No, look, both of these are signed and dated by whom I'm guessing is the person who drew them. S. Lukasik, January 2008.
Okay, is he like the Steve Jobs of map drawing or something?
No, think back, Mr. Ferguson, from the files my father-in-law left me about Tesla's journal. S. Lukasik. Dr. Stephen Lukasik, the last person we know had their journals in his hands. January 2008. The month the new station was dedicated. This can't be a coincidence. This has to be why the old pole was left partially standing. So somebody would find this. Hey, help me out here. I'm moving this thing back into our barn area.
Yeah. Give me a second here, boss. My light's flickering. You know, I think this light may have the gout, too.
No. Now my light is acting up. Let's get this thing down and head back to... Rodney.
I may have been the first.
Oh yeah, boy. I've been waiting for this moment. It's payback time, you sucker-punching, fruit pie-loving dead guy.
Fred, no!
Oh, shit. Oh, my pancreas.
But I won't be the last. You will all suffer.
Dr. Rodney, can you understand me?
I ain't afraid of no ghost, man. Not even one who punches like a girl. Float like a Bruin, sting like my fist.
Seriously, Mr. Ferguson? Dr. Rodney's vengeful spirit appears and you want to slug him for payback? Him being murdered wasn't enough?
Hey, it's not my fault he got all corpseified. Punk ass died before I got my due. I still owe him a punch to the face. Now, we had beef before he got ganked, we still got beef after. I'm getting my payback, you know what I'm saying?
Just help me bring this frame down to the barn. I want to study it more.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hey, boss?
Hmm?
Do you think one of them science dorks down there knows how to, punch a ghost right in the see-through balls?
I don't. We'll figure that out later, Mr. Ferguson. Just grab the other side, please.
Goddamn right, we're gonna figure that out later. Yes, son. Little punk better start training his little ghost ass off now, because next time I see him, I'm gonna break my foot off in his specter sphincter.
Okay, just pivot to the left there.
Punch him right in the poltergeist pecker.
Watch your right.
I'm gonna speed back that little boogeyman ball bag so hard.
That we'll deal with this together. And it's important to remember what Dr. Timms told us. It's curable, even if any of us did contract it.
I know all that, sweetie. I just want to start feeling better regardless of how it happens. If that's what the antibiotics she has, then so be it. I've been on pins and needles yesterday since she started testing.
Evening, all. Is Dr. Timms in?
She should be in her office.
Thanks.
Thank you. Come in. Dr. Timms? Come in, Dr. Jennings. Oh, you brought the deputy marshal with you. Well, you two come on inside and have a seat. Please tell me the news is all good. The news is inconclusive for the moment. What?
I don't understand.
I ran the PCR test myself, and the first run came back negative for Coxiella burnetii, but only one of the 3 markers could be found. IS-1111, COM1, and ICD. Your first test came back with only the ICD present. If it had been any of the other 2, I'd be confident you had the virus. Those 2 are unique to Q fever. ICD is simply an additional confirmatory marker. It's common with bacterial infections such as E. coli or Salmonella. I wanted to make sure it wasn't cross-contamination of the blood or equipment, so I started the sample early for Thomas. His test came back negative for any of the markers, so I could rule that out. I ran a second test with the sample of Kendra's blood I had left over and stored. This time it came back with clear ICD as the first test, but this time I saw extremely weak results in the IS-1111. So again, and to put it into the deputy's lingo, Q fever is a subject of interest, but is not a strong suspect yet.
So what do we do now?
Deputy, Kendra is the patient at the moment. I need to be addressing her, not you. I know your heart is in the right place, lad, but please cork your hole for now. Kendra? So, we run a third test? My first thought was to go ahead and get you on the doxycycline now, until I'm more confident. I don't want to be putting you on more antibiotics if there isn't a bacteria to fight. That would just be a bad idea all around and a waste of our resources. The decision is up to you, but what I'd recommend is doing a full physical exam, including another round of testing, yes. Because of the first 2 results, I'd normally suggest we do an IFA after, but we're not set up for that here. What's IFA? Indirect immunofluorescence assay. It's the gold standard, the Cadillac of blood testing. It is also the most definitive test that would absolutely tell us one way or the other. Unfortunately, this facility doesn't have the right equipment. What we can do, and the equipment I do have, is a high-res digital fluorescent microscope. With another sample, I can capture and transmit the image of the results. We'd need to set up familiar and trained technicians to handle and analyze the images and data transmitted. It's known as telepathology. I'd also have to get Mr. Bustamante to fully dedicate a passover of Lifeline 8 satellite to this test. Satellite 8 has the slowest pass and longest data transmission of 4 hours. I'll need every bit of that. How long will it take to have all this set up and get the results back? We can start the exam right now. Do all the blood testing and panel screens today. I'll need to call into the NSF to find and arrange a qualified technician who can be on standby to perform the testing. Normally this would take 2 to 3 weeks to arrange, but with the NSF we should be able to cut that time down to a week, maybe 5 days.
5 days?
Given where we are and the limitations on getting here, I think you'd be thanking your lucky stars that it's only 5 days.
I'm sorry, Doctor. You're right. Kendra?
Let's get started. I'll take you over to exam 1. Deputy, you'll excuse us, won't you?
Of course. Meet you in the galley afterwards, sweetheart.
Bass,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too, sweetheart. But let's keep positive thoughts here, okay?
Hi, Brian Bradley, your creator of 90 Degrees South. We made a promise from day one. No ads. No awkward breaks for mattresses, meal kits, or magic racers, just story. Start to finish. That choice lets us keep you fully immersed in the world of 90 Degrees South, but it's not without cost. Producing a show like this takes time, gear, coffee, and a lot more coffee. If you love what we're doing and want to help us keep doing it ad-free, consider joining our Patreon. We're here because of you, and with your help, we'll stay right here, edge of the world, commercial-free, ready to entertain. You can find our Patreon page at patreon.com. Search for 90 Degrees South. To close, as we always do, we do want to thank our Patreons who joined at the end credits tier.
Nick Wolf, Tatum Adams, Monica David, Thomas Reisky,
Rob Burrell, Michael Buckland,
The Harbinger Pulsar, Sledhammer, and L. Link. Thank you for your sponsorship. It helps and supports us in so many ways.
This has been 90 Degrees South. On behalf of the cast and crew, I'd like to thank you for listening. If you liked the episode and are enjoying the series, please remember to give us a like, a share, a tweet, send a raven, or review on iTunes, Audioboom, or your favorite podcast site. It helps us to get the word out and keeps the cold at bay. Until next time.
This has been a BMB production.